Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. Today is Tuesday, November the 6th, 2012. U.S. elections going on here in the U.S., and we also have Greece going on over there in Europe. So we'll keep an eye on those items. Markets are bouncing here today, so I wanted to show you guys something on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Where this chart is actually something I don't show very often. This is a 4-year chart. Each one of these candlesticks represents a single month of trading activity. Therefore, this current candlestick formation right here is still being formed. We just started this month. We're 6 days in, so we don't know whether this will close up or down. But this is why you're bouncing. This little low point here off this one here, draw a trend line here. You'll see this is the little support area, the little buy pressure line here that we're actually bouncing off of right here after only having a single little move to the downside here. The main thing to draw is the overall chart pattern. You can see that this is a rising wedge, and this is not a bullish formation here. It's actually very bearish. Eventually you will snap through that. What basically happens is you form roughly 70% of it, and then you get a close below that line, and that's a major sell signal there, and that's what I believe is forming. Other reasons that you can see that forming here, you notice uptrend line here indicated by the high close here, higher close here, higher close here. What you're doing here when you look at that, you're trending up. If you look at the ultimate oscillator for the same time period, you can see that momentum to the upside is actually waning, decreasing here. This is bearish divergence telling you that this thing is not sustainable. It's going to snap. If we take a step further and we look at the individual, try to time it and say we look at the candlesticks for the timing, let me clear that up right quick. The actual signal that you should attempt to time a short here would be right there at the shooting star signal. This is where your stop would be set at, looking at this as being a little bounce here as a short opportunity, expecting it to break to the downside. And again, when this breaks, this little volatility that had actually increased here and then started to fade out and you decrease and you're just tightening up, you're going to see a massive expansion of volatility to the downside. One more item I want to bring to you guys' attention right quick. We've got the old tools. If you guys have been with us for any length of time, you remember the flash crash that happened way back when. We had a nice move to the upside here, and then we started just getting overextended. I was looking at this, telling people that this is going to fall apart. A couple different ways you could spot that. Number one, after you have a move to the upside here, it doesn't go straight up, right? And that's one way to consider the markets whenever you're looking at them, is after you've had a major move to the upside, you have to have some consolidation. However, when you're looking at this, and if you look at volume in the same time period, a strong volume off the advance is a great sign. That's what you want to see. That's what we're talking about, volume confirmation all the time, and that makes perfect sense. But when you've advanced for a long period of time, you start getting shooting star signals again and again, and hitting some major resistance lines, so forth and so on, and you look at the actual volume has been decreasing for that time period, then it increases a great deal of your likelihood of a fail here. And this, back during this time period, you could see it easier on the weekly charts, and we were showing it during that time period and talking about the flash crash before it happened. Nailed it perfectly. Here we got the same situation, only it's even clearer if you look at the monthly chart that we're looking at now. So you can see that we have in this continuation move to the upside, but volume it just continues to taper off again and again and again, worse so than you've seen back here. So would I be looking for another flash crash scenario? Yeah, I have to say I am, because any move to the upside that is on extremely low volume, when that does snap and you have that selling, there's no one to buy it up, so you get a really quick move to the downside. Again, I just wouldn't touch this market any way, shape, or form. If you've not been to the free website at PerfectStockAlert.com, it's right there. It's 100% free, and all we ask in return, please refer a friend. God bless, take care, see you in the next one. Please take a moment to review our disclaimer. The information provided herein is our opinion only. Under no circumstances do any statements here represent a recommendation to buy or sell securities or make any kind of an investment. You are responsible for your own due diligence. To summarize, we do not provide investment advice, nor do we make any claims or promises that any information here will lead to a profit, loss, or any other result. These videos are for educational purposes only.